Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Again, I encourage you, if you want to post something, like if you have a confession but you do not want to use like your normal WhatsApp number, you can just create even an account on TikTok, and then you just give us your confession so that no one will ever know that it is you who has given us that confession. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that we received yesterday. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. The message, it reads like this. Hello, please do not mention my name. I am a woman who is currently working here in Johannesburg, but I do come from an area in Limpopo that is called Ramatlala, and that is where I was born and raised, and then I came here to Johannesburg. I'm even scared, like I am panicking as I am busy writing this to you. Like my whole family is into this church, and everyone that I know goes to that church. My whole family, my entire clan belongs to the ZCC church. And in our family, that is all that we know growing up, like it is in our blood. But what I realized, especially when I was growing up, and then I saw that the church is all about fear and everyone has to be quiet about some of the things that might be happening in church. So we were told that when we were growing up that our church is different from other churches. Like the ZCC church, it is not just a normal church, but you are in a covenant. I don't know if people will understand what I'm trying to say. It's a covenant. Once you are in that church, you have to be in forever. Like you are in your children that you're going to get to give birth to. They will be for that church forever. You will be in that church for life. And if you try to leave, then your mind will remain in that church. I used to think that it was just our grandparents who used to make us feel afraid whenever we do not go to church. Then they will say that you're going to lose your mind. Now you are drinking alcohol. The church does not allow that. You are going to lose your mind. Now you are smoking. Like this other cousin of mine, he started smoking when he came back from college, and the way that he started behaving, when you see him, you think that he's normal, but when you start to talk to him, you will see that there is something that is wrong with this person. He can go to work, he can have a family, but there is just something about him, like his body is no longer his mind has been taken like a zombie. That is how our grandparents used to scare us. And growing up, these things, we used to see them with my own eyes. I saw it. So there was this other uncle of mine who went mad after leaving the church. My first uncle who lost his mind, he used to be a teacher, even though he had divorced his wife, but he was a good man. He was a respected man. He would make sure that we all go to church whenever it was time for church. He never wanted to leave someone behind. We went there as a family. He was even a small-time prophet in the church, and around 2016, that was when something changed in him. He came and he spoke with my mom. Like he loved my mom a lot. He would tell my mother each and every secret whenever they would go to church, to Maria. When he comes back, he would tell my mom about some of the inner secrets, because they are the parts where you are not supposed to go to. If you are just a regular member, then there is a part where the prophets are allowed to go to. So he came and he said that he saw some things, and these things that he saw, they were scary. He never thought that those things are there at Maria. And when he said that he stopped going to church, we thought that he was fine. He started drinking alcohol and he started doing strange things. At first, he started talking to himself when he was alone. I saw him the first time when I was at home. He was seated outside. So I thought that maybe he was busy communicating with someone. So I was even like, Malume, ubulela lemang, meaning, who are you talking to, uncle? And when I went outside, I saw that he was alone. He was not speaking to anyone, not even on the phone. He kept on talking to himself. Then he went inside. Like, it was so violent, the way that he stood up from the bucket where he was sitting. I was so scared even to go inside to follow him. He then started talking to the walls. His kids even complained they were staying with him, but at that time they went and they started staying with their mother because of the way that they said he used to open the fridge with such violent force, so much that he even broke the door of the fridge, refusing to bath. He would even pour paraffin into his tea, saying that he wants to kill himself because of some of the things that he was seeing, the things that he saw when he was there at church. He will disappear for days. When he would come back, he would be speaking about things that we did not understand, meeting some angels that were telling him to tell everyone what was happening at that church. That was when he was taken to the hospital by my father and some of the relatives, and then we were told that he needed a psychiatric hospital. He never recovered ever since he started taking his medication. Like, he's someone who lives amongst people. He's okay. When you see him walking, you think that he's okay, but there are times when he can just scream. And if you ask him, why are you screaming? He'll say that he is hearing voices that tells him not to say the things that he saw when he went at Moria, when he was taken to another section. So this uncle of mine, the second one, who also started losing his mind, he was working by the farms. We would not see him at all the times. He was always working there at the farm, staying in the farms, which is called ZZ2. And then that was when he returned back home. He was also a preacher at ZZ2. He was someone that used to see visions. So I think that he had a fight with someone at church. It happened in 2018. I still remember he told me about this at a family gathering, and then he started talking about the church's different sections, and there are sections whereby you are taken to, and if you speak about the things that you see, you are going to be cursed for life. And he said that he saw something that does not belong in the house of God. He started drinking heavy, left the church during COVID. No one even bothered to check up on him, returned back to the farm. He even stole the wheel of a tractor where he wanted to take it to. No one even knows. And he would always dig up around his yard at night, saying that there are people that are coming from the ZCC church at night. They are planting things in my yard. They want me to go crazy. Even his neighbors were now afraid of him. And then that was when he recovered on his own. Then at work, he had been fired since he had tried to steal the wheel of a tractor, which did not even make sense, because when they found him, he was even struggling to push it. He had stolen it in the shed. They asked him, where do you want to go with this thing? He had no response at all. So he got arrested. Then after that, he came out of prison, and we did not check him as a family. But now he had started a small business. There was this other time when he went to make cement bricks in an area that is called Dendron. When he went there, he had been hired by this other woman whom he used to work with when they were working at ZZ2. So she knew that he was someone that used to make cement bricks. So he then went to that woman's home. So this woman, she had her grandmother who was 87 years old, including her daughters. They were staying there in Dendron at her house. So she wanted to renovate her house and wanted my uncle, whom she hired to make the cement bricks. This woman, Brother Nashi, she got my uncle arrested. You know why he is in prison? It was because he tried to sleep with that old woman who was 87 years old tried to rape her, saying that he was trying to remove the evil spirit in her womb. And this man, he was someone that was doing okay, even though he was working in the farms, very supportive of everyone in the family. He was that kind of an uncle. If you would call him saying that, I don't have airtime, please help me, uncle, immediately he would make a plan for you. But all of a sudden, he's this rapist since he left the church, something that terrifies me till this day. I still go to the same ZCC church, not because I want to, but because I am scared of leaving. My other uncle forget his own children's names, like he's someone that does not remember things. My cousin ran off to another church. He started screaming during sleep, saying that he was being beaten by men that were wearing green uniforms. So when these things happen, it gets so scary. And this is my own confession. I feel like I need to leave, but I am terrified from the inside because of the things that have happened in my family. I don't want to go mad. So I just want to know if there is someone else who has also experienced the same thing in their family. This is my own story. I am staying here in Johannesburg, where I am working as well. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin, a message that we received yesterday. If you have any confession that you wish to share with us, do not hesitate to contact us, even via TikTok. It is fine. You can reach out to us. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.